Yeah, I'm very happy to talk to you today about the Harada Method, and I'm really blessed I'm to be able to have discovered the method. I was teaching at Portland State University, their graduate school of business, and four students asked to intern with me, and I didn't know what to do with them, but they came here, and the five of us discovered the Harada Method in Japan, and then we found out that he wrote 7 books. And we got the 7 books. And I was so lucky because 3 of the students read Japanese, and my wife is Japanese. And they read what the Harada Method was all about. I got so excited that I called them on the telephone, through my wife, of course, because I don't speak Japanese, and Mr. Harada does not speak English. But I told him I wanted to bring his work to America. I wanted to bring his work to the West. And I got on a plane with my wife and met him a few weeks later and asked to take one of his books. And he said, "No, I don't want you to take one of my books. I want to write a new book for you." And I said something I should have said years ago to Shingo and Ono. I said, "Mr. Harada, I want to co-author that book. You give me the best that you can." And he did. He sent me 120 pages in English because his secretaries spoke and wrote English. And then I took the book and made it about 400 pages to try to explain to America why this concept was so important and then how to apply it. Mr. Harada was a track and field coach in Osaka, Japan, in the worst neighborhood in Japan. And he wanted his students to be winners. And through 20 years of research, he finally came up with a methodology that made winners. In fact, when he completed it, 12 students won 13 gold medals. What is unique about the Harada Method, and why does it make champions? One, it has you pick a goal. Now, I don't know about you, but I went through 13 years of grammar school and 5 years of college and never had a goal. I just did, went and did. My father was an accountant, so I became an accountant. It was a terrible choice for me, but that's what I did. Luckily, I changed a few years later. But I never was asked to pick a goal. And so you go through aimlessly. It's like a ship on the water, bobbling up and down, not knowing where it's going. And that's true with most of us. But when you center yourself, when you focus yourself on some strong goal that you could believe that you could attain, just as an example, I want to be a great lathe operator. I want to be the best in the world. I have a goal. Then I can study exactly what does it mean to be a best lathe operator. I can study the greatest operators in the world. I could examine them. I could look at the videos. I could practice to try to attain that goal. The Harada Method gets you to focus on some goal that you want to do to have a great life. That's number one. Number two is it has you work out the exact steps how to get there, the tasks, the routines. You see, everybody is locked in habits. We're all locked in habits. I mean, if you drink coffee, you drink coffee every day. If you smoke every day. It's very hard to break habits. But there is a process which Mr. Harada has discovered how you could begin to substitute by picking a goal and then working out in your mind the specific tasks of what you can do to attain that goal. We have a wonderful chart. It's called the 64 chart, which you'll see and learn. And here you will put down 64 tasks or routines of what you have to do to attain your goal. And then another key element to this is you have to do it every day. You have to work on that goal every day. You have to keep your focus every day. We show the example of Ohtani, this wonderful athlete in Japan who was taught the Harada Method when he was in high school. And his goal was to pitch at 99 miles an hour. And he worked through the Harada Method step by step. One of the tests that he put down was to pitch at 99 miles an hour. That was his goal. And when he graduated high school, 2.5 years later, he attained that goal. He was able to pitch at 99 miles an hour. And his goal was to be picked as one of the first to get into the major leagues, and he did. What he did was so unusual because he's not only a great pitcher, he's also a great hitter. And the Wall Street Journal just said a week ago that he's the best baseball player in America today. It's a wonderful story. Now, not all of you could be like Ohtani and be a great baseball player, but all of you could be a great you. You can absolutely be a great you. To me, one of the greatest crimes in American educational system is that you can graduate high school without a skill. 13 years I went through school. Now, what can I do with it? What can I do with it? Get a menial job? No, I want you to very early in your life pick a goal of whatever you can dream up, pick and go after it. You can always change it later, but at least you're somewhat focused early in your life to get motivated and excited about life. This is what the method does. It gets you very excited about what you possibly could be. Another key element to the Harada Method is to work with a coach. Every athlete in the world has a coach. Almost everyone. Tiger Woods has a coach. Ohtani has a coach. I mean, Curry in basketball has every great athlete I could think of but one. Bubba Watson is the only one. He's a golfer, and he claims that he doesn't have a coach. But everybody else has a coach. I'm sure that every CEO, every president of a major corporation has a coach. They have one of these top consulting companies talking to them and helping them and motivating them and keeping them centered on their goals when they run their company. Now you go to work, and the average worker doesn't have a coach. You don't have a coach. You might have a goal, but in order to sustain that goal, you need somebody there literally every day to pat you on the back. You need somebody every day to reinforce you, hey, you're doing this right. Go ahead and do this. This is great. Continue to do it. It's not complicated. This Harada Method is not complicated. There's a series of steps. You evaluate yourself. How confident are you? And then if you're not confident in a certain area, then you work on that area to improve your confidence. There's a long-term goal setting sheet. This document is where you write down your purposes. What's your value? What is your purpose? It's a very wonderful document. You will write down, what do you want in life? Materially, well, I want a new car. I want to make a lot more money. I want to fly on jets. I want to go to Bora Bora. Whatever you want, that is fine. You write it down. But one of the keys to the Harada Method is to focus on other people. One young lady, when she won a gold medal, the interviewer asked her, what did you do to win the gold medal? And she said, I wash dishes every night. Now, what has washing dishes got to do with winning a gold medal? Washing dishes at night changed her behavior, changed her attitude. The family recognized this change, and the house began to change with her. It's a simple process, but it works. You can substitute. I would tell you to give up sugar because don't drink Coca-Cola. You're not going to give up Coca-Cola so easy. You're addicted to it. But if I get you to drink 6 glasses of water every day because your body is getting dehydrated, and when your body gets dehydrated, you get sick. You're so susceptible to disease when you don't have the body hydrated properly. So drink 6 glasses a day. You might agree with me and start to do it. But to help you do it, you're going to work with a coach. And that coach is going to say to you that you drank 6 glasses today, Mary. That is wonderful. I'm so happy that you drank this today. This method is wonderful. It works. You follow it. And I guarantee that you will end up being the best you. Thank you very much.